Good day, everyone. How are you doing? Hope everyone's absolutely fantastic and feeling groovy at this very early hour of 4:30 a.m. Well, which is not the case for all of you. You're in various time zones. For some of you, it's probably afternoon. Some of you, it may even be evening. Ooh, that's pretty hot. So, welcome to another morning live stream in which I don't have a topic today. You get to pick them, actually. 2:30 a.m. Oh, it's even earlier somewhere. Look at that. Where are you at, Angie, that it's actually earlier? Let me think. Mountain time is earlier. Are you in mountain time? I think 1:30. That's 3 hours earlier. Not sure where that would be. Beating Gospels. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? 2:30. Yeah, I did, and I get up at 3. I went to bed at I think it was 11:30. I've fasted, but that's not what brought the breakthrough on. No. Hello, Tater. I promise I won't accidentally kick you out of the chat today. Watchman things. Yep. Yeah, Ebony, me and you will be meeting very soon. Well, not real soon, but tonight. Tonight for me, tomorrow for you. There's Ellsbury Lovegoods. Amor de Gatos. Good morning to you, sir. Early birds at the chat. It seems those who follow Christ are usually up pretty early, I think. That seems to be the way it is. Especially the watchmen. There's Pam and Linda. No trucks given. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so that's, yeah. You're in like British Columbia or, yeah, probably British Columbia. Trisha. No, I don't sleep much at all. I don't sleep much at all. Gonna have to start sleeping more, I think. Central Time, yes. There's Sean. Well, look who it is. It's Trudy Newell. I like to talk about judgment negativity as I've been thinking about the way everyone tries to cut off toxic people. However, I think that creates a deeper problem of just ignorance. Well, hello, Trudy. Long time no see. Usually up 4 or 5 a.m. So 41 and 11. So we got some like button smashing to do. Hello, Paul. Good to see you. I helped this night. Some boys, their car broke down in the middle of the night. Didn't get paid at all, but that doesn't matter. God sees what I'm doing. Yeah, that's getting paid is not always the reason we do stuff, I guess. You're needing a big long lie and longer sleep, even for a day. Oh, yeah, I know. I know. But the Lord woke me up at 3, right? He does. He wakes me up at 3. What am I going to say? No, God, I'm not getting up. Can't do that. Can't do that. Good to see you too, Orange Juice. So, we got some more smashing to do there, folks. Smash away. Meese Machine. I remember you telling me, Meese Machine, last night that you didn't think he was gonna see the light. Well, thank you, Paul. That's helpful. So only half the people here have smashed it, so there's a bunch more to do. Yep, up at 3 a.m. It's pretty much every night. That's it. And it's pretty hard to get to bed any earlier than that because I feed my furry ones at like 10 or 10:30. So it's turned me into an early bird. Longer lie-in possible, even just for a day. He did let me have a longer sleep one day last week. I got to sleep till 5. So it's fine. I'll be okay. I'm awake because my boyfriend came to bed at 3 a.m. How about we all spend some time to praise God as well? Everyone let us know what you rejoice today and what are you especially grateful today. So glad you're on, Mr. Jeff. You can't sleep these days. Just can't sleep these days. Nope. No, I'm having the same issue. So as the title says, you guys can pick the topics today. So if anybody has any ideas what they'd like me to start talking about, God bless you all with peace that surpasses all understanding. So Trudy has come up with something, but I don't think I quite understand what she's asking for. Judgment negativity. Judgment negativity. Cut off toxic people. However, I think that just creates a deeper problem of just ignorance. Well, I have to kind of disagree with that, Trudy. I think cutting off toxic people is for for an anointed person. It's necessary. We can't be around toxic people. I mean, we can do it for so long, and then it gets really damaging to us, right? And they do hate us for no reason, but there's some people that are just they're vibrating in the low levels, okay? They're just they're not somebody I can be around. And if I am around them, they all they do is irritate me. They're not good for me. They they tend to bring me down. So why should I be around people like that? I really shouldn't. There's Tojo. How you doing, buddy? Lord pulled me from the wolves, and yeah, He does. He removes these people from your life. He'll clean house, as we say. So, Trudy, that's really all I can say about that. Is it okay to ignore toxic people? Well, if it's someone you know, um, I don't think it's right to just ignore somebody that you actually know. You can be honest with them and say, I don't think we're a good mix, and you can walk away. But pretending you don't know somebody, that's a little over the top. I'd like to know a little more about tithes and supporting God ministries through it. What do you want to know about it? It's people give money to ministries to support them. What what am I supposed to say about that? I'm not sure what you want to know about it. There's not really much to know about it. Not really sure what that question is. My daughter is toxic for me and a few others, so I feel alone. Yep, that happens. But why Christians shouldn't watch anime? Oh, that's a good idea. Because they definitely shouldn't watch anime. That's for sure. James, I find rejection to be a very painful area of my life. Can we address this? Well, rejection it's rejection is actually important for your colleging that the Lord is putting you through. Um, Rejection is a part of life. Rejection can actually be good. When the world rejects you, it's an evil, sick, demented world that's rejecting you. So the worst case scenario is that it accepts you. That means there's something wrong with you, right? And sometimes, yes, as Lady Eagle 144 says, that might be the Lord protecting you from something. Like I say, the world, right? So rejection is not rejection from the one you love is a problem, obviously, right? If when the one you love rejects you, you are going to feel bad, and there's no getting around that. So it depends on who's rejecting you. When the world rejects you, rejoice. That means you're good. That means you're doing something right. If the world accepts you, it's a really sick, demented, twisted world. So if it likes you and accepts you, Jesus told you the world was going to hate you. And the world does. The world does hate you if you're one of us. Can you explain the trees and their nature? Men walk like trees. That's a bizarre question. It's questions about trees. I can't answer this early in the morning. That's I don't even know what to say about that. Caught the end of a convo a week back. I think you were talking about destiny swapping. Mm-hmm. Guess the answer to it is stay alighted with the Lord. I'd like to hear about your experience. Well, I made a video on this. I will tell the story. This is an amazing story that really happened. It happened exactly as I'm going to tell you. So yeah, buckle up if you want a good story. This is one. Well, it's not a happy story, but it was a educational experience that I had. So I got separated from my wife, and I was separated for at this point it was probably a year and a half. And I was here, living here, and the owner of the house was still here too. The guy that owns this place, he was still living here. So I had ads on this classified site to sell a bunch of power bars that I had. I was selling everything. Just that's what I lived off for a while after my divorce. Had a big 3-bedroom, excuse me, 3-bedroom house full of stuff when we get divorced. So I had a lot of things to sell. So this person messaged me about the power bars, wanted to come buy them. I said, okay. I gave him the address. He came. When I opened the door, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was my old friend from Nova Scotia, where I'm from, a guy named Paul. And there he was. I hadn't seen him in 10 years, 12 years, whatever it was. And there he was at my door. And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing here? It just blew my mind. So, of course, happy to see him. He was a good friend of mine for years, right? Somebody we partied together a lot. So in he comes, and I'm just excited to see an old friend from Halifax, especially in the state I was in. I was pretty depressed from my wife leaving. So he comes in, of course, we're like, let's get some beers, let's hang out, let's have a good time. Catch up on, we'll talk about old times and reminisce and all that stuff. So I'm asking him, how'd you manage to get here? Like, and he didn't really tell me too much at first, but the one thing that you couldn't help but notice was he was dressed the way I dress. His hair looked like my hair. And he was talking exactly like I talk. I mean, he was like a carbon copy of me. So he comes in and that keeps going on. And my buddy that owns this house, he actually started to notice it. He's like, what's going on there? This dude he looks like you. He's acting like you. It's like he's mimicking you almost. And I wouldn't think too much about it at first. No, I couldn't see that. So then he wants to play guitar because he back in the day when we hung out, he always watched me play guitar. And he wanted to show me how well he'd learned since then, because I showed him a few things, taught him a bit, and every night he'd be glued to my guitar playing. Like he'd watch me play every night. So I give him a guitar and he starts playing. Well, it turns out he plays exactly like me too. I mean, he really did his homework and learned to play exactly the way I play. So now it's freaking my buddy out and it's freaking me out too. So then it suddenly comes out that he's here in this town to visit my ex-wife. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, okay. So then it all come to me then what was going on. I'm like, you look like me now, you talk like me, your hair's like me, you're dressing like me, you play guitar like me, and you're after my ex-wife. What, like, and he admitted it. He totally admitted it. He didn't deny it. So I'm like, Then it comes out that he's sleeping with my ex-wife. He's actually sleeping with her. And I'm like, and she's not even my ex-wife. I'm still married to her at this point. Okay, she's still my wife. We're not even divorced. We weren't even legally separated at this point. Nothing. There's no paperwork at all. She just left. So this is when my buddy that owns the house says to me, I wouldn't normally allow any violence in my house, but if you want to hurt that guy, I'm going to let you do it. He's like, you go ahead. Do what you think you need to do. And I'm like, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. So I just kicked him out. I made him leave. But he came here to flaunt it in my face. He was destiny swapping. That's what he was doing. He was trying to become me, complete with taking my wife and everything. And it was the wildest, creepiest, weirdest thing that I ever experienced. It was wild. It was wild. And brave, because anybody else would have hurt him. Anyone else would have hurt him bad. I just let him go. I didn't do anything about it. It sounds like it's not even real, I know, but I'm telling you, that's what happened. That's what happened. Oh yeah, he's anybody who would do that is mentally deranged. Okay, you're when you're doing those things, there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. This is a good friend of mine. I hung out with him all the time when I lived in Halifax. There was a group of us that hung around, and he was the comedian of the bunch. He was the one that made us all laugh because he's really funny. And I never had any inkling of an idea that I had to worry about him at all. Like, he was just one of us. He was one of the guys. Good friend for many years. So that was a very educational thing, to realize that even one of your best friends could go as far as to try to steal who you are. Like, I mean, I just gave you the shortened version. If you wanna see the full version, watch my video on destiny swapping. I tell the whole story in that one, but you just get the shortened version. But, yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did. And my buddy that owns a house, he was surprised. He's like after he left, he's like, "I wouldn't have been able to do that." He's like, "I would have had to hurt him. I would have had to hurt him." It is 10 to 5 AM. No, it was pretty nasty. And right at I was already so devastated over my marriage ending that I was right like, teetering on the edge of self-deletion. Like, I was in bad shape. Bad, bad shape. So, I don't know if he was trying to push me over the edge. I think he was. Trying to push me over the edge. I self-delete, and then he can really become me. Then he could just sort of take over who I used to be. But he admitted that. I was like, "Are you trying to become me?" And he goes, "Well, yeah." He goes, I always I always admired you," he said. "I always looked up to you." And I'm like, "Whoa, he's even admitting it." He's even admitting it. But you couldn't deny it at that point. He couldn't deny it if he wanted to. It was so obvious, right? What do you do when somebody is standing in front of you and they've mimicked you in every possible way, right down to learning how you talk and how you play a guitar? I mean, the guitar playing was the really freaky thing because it's not that easy. Oh yeah, he's a narcissist for sure. It's not that easy to copy someone's guitar style and play exactly like they do. That's tricky. That's tricky to do. And he managed to do it. So pretty wild. That was my only experience with actual destiny swapping. And that's what he was trying to do. So to this day, I don't know. He might have married my ex-wife. I don't know. They probably ended up together. I have no idea. I don't want to know. I really don't. Not really interested in knowing that. Not that I really care anymore, but no, not really, Paul. So that's what destiny swapping is about. Somebody in this chat has probably had somebody do it. I did see a comment go by. I had a friend like that. They literally try to take over your identity. They mimic you, they'll dress like you, they'll talk like you, and then they'll want to sleep with the person you're with. That's what they'll do. That's the ultimate stabbing you in the back is trying to sleep with the person that you're with, your wife or whatever. And it's not something just guys do. Women do this too. Women are very well known for destiny swapping. A family member is really common. That's usually who it is. That's usually who it is a family member. Somebody that's super jealous. They watch you doing what you do, and I mean, this guy watched me play guitar for years, and he was so envious of my guitar playing. I always knew that. He was always very envious of it, and he'd always say, he'd be like, "Man, if I could play like that, if I could do that, if I could do that." He'd say it over and over, so it shouldn't have surprised me, really. But when you see somebody doing it, it shocks you no matter what. It's like, wow. Yeah, they wanna live in your skin. That's I'm think about the movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. It's a good thing he didn't have access to technology like that because he would have taken my face. He would have taken my face. Yeah, pretty much had to be. I mean, I can't imagine doing anything like that. Yeah, if flattery crosses the line into total betrayal, you got that right. You got that right. I mean, it literally was like the movie Face Off, except he didn't take my face physically. That's the only but he did a pretty good job of making himself look as much like me as he could, right down to the hairstyle, the clothes he was wearing. 'Cause I always dress pretty much the same way, you know. You would 10, 20 years ago, you would have saw me in a plaid shirt like this. That's the way I've always dressed. Never been in a relationship, so this stuff is on Mars for me. Well, how old are you, Woodhouse? I'm curious as to how old you are. Did notice it. If ever I said anything, I was to take it as a compliment. It's not a compliment. It's invasive. It's invasive. It's your identity. No one else has a right to it. No one else has a right to it. Well, here's the thing. I happen to know just well, I know it because of instinct, okay? And I've been right because some of them have already popped up. My videos, my live streams, people from the past are seeing the current version of me. That I promise you. And he is probably one of them. He's probably one of them. My ex-wife is probably one of them too. They're seeing me on here. I almost guarantee the Lord is putting these videos and live streams in front of people I've known way back. I just know that. If God has purposed something for you, no one or nothing can take it. Well, he did a pretty good job of taking it. Tarot cards when I was young, she said she saw in the cards I had a calling, and doing what she said would mean she had calling too. No, that's right. That's right. It's not necessarily your relationship they're after. It could be just everything else. I think the biggest thing he wanted was to play guitar like me. That's what he was envious of, right? Because I was the guitar player of the group. I entertained everybody. I played all the parties, and I was playing in the bars, and they all came to see me play at the bars. He was envious of that. That's what did it. It's soul crushing. 'Twas. The Lord has tested me, and he beat the quickness to anger out of me. But one thing he never had to beat out of me is being violent. I've never, ever, ever been violent. That's something I don't have in me. I don't think you can even I don't think you can make me violent. It's well, yeah, you could mess with my cats. That would do it. If you messed with my cats, it ain't gonna be good for you. That's the one thing to do it. Other than that, yeah, I'm a very controlled person. And Canon Pure Riri, yes, of course, telepathy is real. Be grateful for it. That's a big blessing. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Widows, yeah, I didn't. I never got the answer. If you gave it, I didn't see it. Okay, 17. So yeah, that's fine. You've never been in a relationship. You're only 17. That's probably for the best. Don't rush that. Don't rush that. Now, there's nothing wrong with socializing with the opposite gender, like to get used to being around them and interacting with them. But I'm going to be very blunt here. Keep yourself a virgin till you marry. Keep yourself a virgin till you marry and find another virgin to marry. Then you're all set. Prophetic dreams, yep. I've had them too. Yep. Definitely keep yourself a virgin until you get married. It is essential to the well being of your relationship. A rarity today. You will be so much better off. I'm like you did. I don't know what that means, Rebecca. Finding a virgin woman. Yeah, I know. Finding a virgin period. It's not easy in this world, that's for sure. Why doesn't everyone hear telepathy talking then? Because not everybody has that ability. But it's definitely something that some people can do. Why are you interested in telepathy? This is a channel about God. Let's talk about other things other than telepathy. That's not the focus of this channel. There aren't many versions of today. No, there's not at all. Wise virgins unite. Oh, what did I just watch? I don't know if anybody's told you what LOL means, my friend, but LOL means Lucifer our Lord. So I would probably not use that in my title. I wouldn't use it, period, ever, actually. Everyone should stop using that totally. That is a trick. That's what it means when you do it. Paul, me too. My dad died. Told my ma'am she didn't believe me until the police knocked the door. Has he killed himself? So told her not to take the COVID jab in 2017. Telepathy has nothing to do with prophets. Prophets learn from God. God gives them messages, not through telepathy. Telepathy is the ability to read one's thoughts, basically, to communicate with somebody in silence. Where did the come from again? Sean, that doesn't make any sense. I thought it was laugh out loud. Wow, I'll have to stop now. Yep. Here's the thing is traits. Trends. Whatever's a trend is not your friend. That's the phrase I use. Whatever's a trend is not your friend. Now, here's something I want to talk about. There's one topic I brought up before. Going to bring it up again. Texting. Now, of course, in the chat, that's all you got is text ability. You don't have the ability to speak. So it works fine here. It's not a big problem here. What I'm talking about is texting to have serious conversations with other people or dating people and getting to know them that way. Okay, you meet somebody on a dating app, and for the first few weeks, all you do is text each other back and forth constantly. You're getting to know each other from words on a screen. Your brain is creating a false sense of who that person is without the tone of the voice, without seeing the eyes, without the person's energy, right? You're not seeing any of that. Excuse me. So this is a real problem in the modern day. It's not something you should take lightly at all. I don't just dislike texting. I'd like to abolish it from the world. I'd like to send it right back to hell where it came from. Okay, it's completely damaging everybody to communicate this way. At the very least, you need to start picking up the phone and calling each other. But preferably, if you can't be in person, I insist on video chats with everybody. If somebody wants to communicate with me, that's your only option. I won't even do a phone call. If it's somebody I don't know, I'm not even doing a phone call. It's going to be a video chat or nothing. What do I know about Buddha? I know that when people talk about Buddha here too much, they get kicked out. That's what I know. Any more questions? People get annoyed with me because I refuse to text them. They do with me too. Too bad. Too bad. So that's your one warning. LOL, what did I just watch? If you're going to ask questions like that, you won't be here. So I'm very serious about this. Texting is damaging everybody. Texting is for, I'm going to be late coming home. I'm going to be 10 minutes late. Okay, fine. Thanks for letting me know. That's it. That's it. There's no verbal inflection. Correct. If it's a one-on-one conversation, but for groups, community, texting is helpful. Yes, I said it's going to be fine here. It's all there is. And it allows you guys to ask questions, allows you guys to communicate with each other. It's fine. But if you're going to have meaningful conversations with people, you got to do it another way. No, I study booting people. That's my area of study. How do you boot people from chat? And you know what? I got A's in all my studies. Back to what we were saying. Bootism. Nice. Nice. I should have seen that one. Study bootism. I really should have seen that. I hate texting also. It's so separate to norm communication. Yep. And people say I'm different than I sound. People always say I'm different than how it sounds when I text. Yes. Absolutely. So it's hard to convince people of this. They love their texting. Ministry, surely it's about education. I'm going to show you, Rebecca, how I can do it. Watch this. There's a good demonstration for you. Texting is for the Snapchat culture. Hey, Sasha. Leaving people undelivered is the new thing, now so corrupted. Good morning, J-Boy. What's up? Used to mean lots of love, then laugh out loud. That one is new to me. Shall not use that one again. That would be my recommendation for sure. For sure. Marie Olga. Is that a sad face? I got to say, the other thing I don't like, and I'm not picking on anybody who does it, I don't like emojis. at all. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. And somebody pointed out to me that they've got something to do with sorcery. They're somehow connected to sorcery. I don't like emojis. Sigils, yep. Why use an emoji? I mean, I don't mind a heart. Like Ebony just used a heart to say love to Sasha. That's fine. But all these emojis with the different little faces to express emotions and stuff, I can't stand those. Speak in words. Speak in words. Felt a little convicted not to. Yep. I just can't stand them. It is coffee time. I've got another one made. Going to pour it right now. The people who remember the world before this stuff, like myself, are at an advantage. Okay. We remember what the world was before the evil ones wrecked it with all this stuff. And the world, not only was the world a better place, people themselves were completely different. People themselves were completely different. Attention span is one of the biggest things that has changed. Young people now, because of all this stuff, with their instant gratification desires and their short attention spans, what is the average attention span now? I gotta look this up. It's really not good. It's so short, it's unbelievable. Wow. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. It's that of a goldfish. Now, it is not that for me at all, okay? It's not that for me. And you can tell by how long a person watches a video. I won't even watch shorts. I can't stand them. They're 40 seconds and they're over. They annoy me. I just get into watching something, it's over. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a little blast of dopamine or anything. I'm looking to learn something. If I'm going to sit and watch a video, it's got to be at least 6, 7 minutes or I don't bother. Okay. I really don't bother with anything less than that. And I watch it unless it's terrible and I'm not interested in it. I won't turn it off. I will watch till the end. 8 seconds is the average attention span. This is what people have become. This is why when you're talking to some people, you just get into talking, they're already not paying attention to you. They paid attention for the first few seconds and zoned out. That's it. I hate shorts too, but I'm 80s. You mean you were born in the 80s? Or you're in your 80s? If you're in your 80s, eyes glaze over and they're gone, not listening. Exactly. Exactly. Affect people's attention span. Guess. Oh yeah, it did, but not near as much as the current system with all the stuff that's online and social media and the shorts and your quick little blasts of dopamine, which I don't even get dopamine from those things because I just find them, they bore me to pieces. I cannot stand watching shorts. Yes, well, people claiming to be Christians who want to come in and talk about Buddha are getting booted. It's not Buddhism, it's bootism, as someone so cleverly said. Born in the 80s, not 80 years old. Okay. Okay. So born in the 80s, you were born a little over a decade after I was. I was born in 70. So I remember the 70s, and there was no technology like this at all back then. Everything was fine. People had good attention spans. People socialized in person. The kitchen party was still alive, where people got together and had with their instruments and played guitars. This is how I grew up. I haven't played at a kitchen party in so long, I almost forget what it's like, and it's the saddest thing because it's so fun to get a whole house full of people singing songs and playing instruments together. Oh, you talk about fun. That's what I did for decades. That's how I became the guitar player I am, is doing that. Right? I didn't just sit in my room and practice by myself. I played for people all the time, and it was at kitchen parties. I would get invited to one every week, pretty much. Jeff, come on over and bring your guitar. Everything's free for you. You just bring your guitar and play. That's what everybody was into, because we didn't have none of this stuff. So I really miss the old days for that reason. I really do. Now, I don't want to live in the past. The Lord doesn't want me living in the past, but I just miss the fact that people would talk to each other. I don't want to go back to the past. I want the present. I want people to get their attention spans back so we need to stop texting. That's what started this in the first place. Texting has ruined everything. Well, this is the only way I do, is when I think about attention spans. It steadily, 8 seconds, when I just read that, I was like, wow. In 2004, it was 2.5 minutes. Okay. The 8-second figure is often cited for the scroll era of short form videos and social media. That's what they say did it, is the shorts. Wow. 8 seconds. Oh my, that's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I don't use any of those things. I've never been on TikTok, never been on Instagram. I used Facebook for years, but when I got booted off of that years ago, they deleted my account for life. I'm never allowed back on. So that's fine with me. Totally fine with me. Just getting my ice cream from here in Australia. Thank you for your work, sir. Well, thanks for being here, Mad Dog. Yep. This is the only way that the past is useful. You don't want to long for it and wish you could go back to those days, but there's things out of the past that we can remember and try to keep alive in the present. And this is one of them, is face-to-face communication. Because if the evil ones have their way, they're going to have everybody in a pod staring at a screen, talking to each other in text, and never communicating face-to-face again. That's what they want to see. Oh yeah, I call them demon phones for a reason. They are completely. It's too funny. I got an email from somebody the other day. Hello, sir. My name is whatever. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you Oh, no, it was I heard you mention, that the phones that smartphones are actually demon phones. I thought I'd take this opportunity to inform you as to why this is theologically incorrect. And he's this big long email about how it can't be a demon phone, and he's justifying the use of it and how it's helped the world and how it was terrible to call it a demon phone. He was very offended by this. I'm like, man, if you get offended by something someone says about an object that you like to use, you might be a little too attached to that object. He felt he had to come in defense of the demon phone and tell me how I was theologically incorrect to call it that. Well, I don't really think I'm incorrect at all calling it that. I think it's pretty obvious, like Johnny B. Good just said, they literally addict people so bad that it's like crack to them. It's literally well, the blackberries years ago, they used to call them crackberries. They were the first ones that people got really addicted to. Yep. It's like an alcoholic drinking themselves to death will defend the liquor. That's right. Yes, folks, this is the way to go. There's nothing wrong with this for communicating. It texts and calls people just the same, right? It's totally fine. The only thing I wish it did was I wish there was a way to actually plug it in when I'm in the house, plug it in to the internet and excuse me, make calls that way so it's not actually in the air like wireless. Wireless things, that's what bothers me. Now that I see what it is, I'm going to try and work on that. Well, awareness is the whole thing, right? It is Max West, it's called. Yeah, it's called a Max West. I bought it at Best Buy, 89 bucks. And I got a plan for 25 bucks a month. So it's more than I want to pay, but I got to have it. I couldn't even get my PayPal account without it. So I needed to have it. What's up with all the rock stars dying this year? Guess what they took? Guess what they took? I hate to tell people this, but a lot of people who had 5 and 6 of those are in trouble. Okay, they're in trouble. They designed that thing, and this is out now. I mean, it's not safe to say it on YouTube right out, but it reprograms your DNA. It's gene editing, okay? And guess what it does? Guess what it programs it to do? Turbo cancers. Turbo cancers. Very fast advancing cancers. So the people who have had 5 and 6 shots, not good. Yep. So there's a lot of rock stars and celebrities. They all fell for it. Yeah, people that only got 1 and 2, a lot of them are going to be fine, I think. Get the pine needle tea, like I told you. Get the pine needle tea. That is cleaning people out real nice. Sasha was telling me the other day that it actually tastes good too. I didn't know that, but she said it tastes like, what did she say? Pineapple. She said it tasted like pineapple. Made some pine needle tea and soda last night. Right on. Yep, 5 shots will pretty much do it. Yep. Yep. Unless maybe even if you had 5, maybe the pine needle tea might help you even if you had 5. I don't know. I mean, it's worth a try. But that's why they want everybody to keep getting a booster. It takes a bunch. And once you get a bunch of it, then you're in trouble. Then you're in trouble. So get your pine needle tea. That should help. Oh, yeah, it's population control, all right. Sure is. They described it as the culling of the herd, because that's what we are. We're a bunch of cattle. That's what they think of us as. And they're feeding us to each other. Don't forget that. The movie Soylent Green should have been a good warning for you. The useless eaters, that's right. Why was I even born then? Because if you're one of God's, he got a purpose for you. He's got a reason that you're here. I'd like to try the pine needle tea. I never tried it. I don't have no jab to get rid of. I never took that. I never will. I was quite happy to have the knowledge I had when that all started, because within 3 or 4 days, I pretty much knew the full deal. Yep, that flu shot. Well, it actually came out in several studies that the flu shot was making people more likely to get the flu. Okay, if you got it, it increased your chances of getting the flu by 26%. So, not a really efficacious kind of thing when it ups your chances of getting the thing it's supposed to stop you from getting. Yes, it is, Shofar Girl. It's all of them. They're bogus. They're bogus. And I have to be careful talking about it anymore. So, got to be careful talking about that stuff. If there's anything can get you taken down, that's it. So, I will return in just a moment, folks. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Pretty much everything they want to inject you with is not good. Thank you, Angie. Anyone here needing a hug today? Boy, I sure need one of them. I sure need one of them. I don't remember the last one I got. I don't remember when it was. It's so long ago. Can't even remember. There's no such thing as a Canadian president. We have a prime minister. His name is Mark Carney. And he's probably not quite as pathetic as Justin Trudeau, but not good. Not good. Yeah, it's totally WEF. WEF gets to run the country. Everything they do is their agenda. There's supposed to be laws against letting foreign entities influence your country. But Canada's been compromised completely. Present, not perfect. Thank you. I wish it was a real one, though. That's what I need, is a real one. Well, no, because she's not in person. She is also just someone on a screen at this time. So it'll be a while before I get to be with her in person. So Angie, you're in Canada, I assume. Just to make benefit for glorious nations of Kazakhstan. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the UK is one of the worst places ever at this point. It wasn't always, but it sure is now. They've really messed that place up big time. So there was something called the P2 Lodge. Not many people have heard of this, but it was called, I bet you there's somebody in the chat who knows about the P2 Lodge. Has anybody heard of that? Somebody in the UK or Europe somewhere must have heard of that. We get 74 people here. Must be somebody remembers the P2 Lodge. Just like I'm saying, P2 Lodge. So it's basically the same cabal that's doing what they're doing now. The P2 Lodge became the European Union. The European Union Commission, whatever they call it, with Ursula von der Leyen, Operation Gladio. Couldn't be more intrigued. It's terrible living in the UK now. Yeah, so the P2 Lodge was exposed, I think, in the 80s or 90s, and were forced to go underground. They were forced to disband because it broke, well, it was treasonous, basically. The things they were doing, they were planning, were treasonous. Yes, completely Masons, yes. And they were exposed and caught. All these important politicians were part of this group, and it was infiltrated, and it got out. It got leaked out what they were up to, what they were planning. So they were basically threatened with charges of treason and stuff. So they had to pretend they disbanded. They didn't. They just went underground and kept on going and were more secretive. And it morphed into the European Union Commission. And now, well, the rest is obvious. The rest is obvious. Yeah, the UK is, they got police officers now, female police officers dressing in tight spandex pants, going around and jogging in in sexy clothes to get people to look at them and hopefully catcall them so they can arrest them. They're arresting anybody who even looks at them too long. So if you see a girl in the UK jogging somewhere, do not look at her. It's probably a police officer, and she's waiting to arrest you for looking at her as she goes by. It's unbelievable. It's entrapment. Absolutely. Everything about the law is being broken there. It's entrapment, 100%. You're not allowed to create the situation that makes the person do the crime. Like, it is entrapment, 100%. And the whole world knows it's entrapment. They just completely threw out all the ethics that law was supposed to be based on. You're not allowed to do that. It's like if you walked up to somebody and said, look, they're not, let's say they're not a prostitute, they're a regular person, but you walked up to them and said, I'll give you $10,000 to sleep with me. And they think about it and they go, I'm not a prostitute, but 10 grand? Sure, I'll do that. You've entrapped them. Okay. You created the situation to influence them to commit the crime. That's what entrapment means. So if you're getting dressed up sexy to make them look at you so you can arrest them, it is totally the same thing. Goes against all ethics of law. When tyranny becomes law, yep. The UK has gone off. Its cheese has slipped off its cracker, is the way I put it. I made a video called that. The UK's cheese has slipped off its cracker completely. Lady got arrested for praying in front of. I heard about that too. Standing there silent, police came and interrogated her and arrested her for praying. Business is so despised here. No motivation, no nothing. Get me off the island. Yep. This semi-calm. Yep. Unfortunately. That same law is being passed here, Tricia. I just saw a video on it this morning. I didn't watch the video, but there was one of my feed about it. That they've been trying to get that law passed for the last year. It's literally the devil taking over everything. It's unreal. Yes, there was some lot of different prime ministers of the UK. Tojo, buy a stuffed teddy to hug. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I do hug my cats. They don't like hugs though. They're not much into that. There's my little girl at the food dish. She might come over soon and snuggle with Daddy a bit. No law but corruption on a global scale. The only law is God's divine law. That's correct. What is some advice from you? I don't have any advice. The same thing is happening here, exactly. I don't know what to tell you. It's shofar girl, maybe it's a spirit being released. Someone else I was talking to in an email, it sent me an email, has said a similar thing. They want Sharia law. They sure do. And look what's happening at the Vatican. They've got a prayer room now for the Muslims in the Vatican. So if anybody who can't see, Roseanne Barr has been talking about Chrislam, mixing Christianity and Islam together and making that the new religion. Chrislam. Yeah, that sounds lovely. That's literally what they call it. I'll type it for you. That's what their plan is. That's why they get this prayer room at the Vatican. Okay, it's the beginning of the invention of Chrislam. So I guess, you get to still worship Jesus, but you also get to marry 6-year-old girls. I guess that's how it goes. Hello from Sydney. Okay, well, nice. Been dealing with it since yesterday when I started doing my fasting. Catholic mixed with Islam. Yep. Yep. The Vatican is pure evil. Yep. Yep. It is. It's a tiny country school. Yep. Nope. Never heard of Reverend Richards. Exactly right. This is Islamic takeover plan. Yep. But this is why, folks, what we have to do, stand firm in our faith, and don't let these problems get you. If you sit around and think about these things and let them get you down, you're going to be in for a rough time. We need to just stay firm in our faith. Stay focused on the mission. Yeah, it doesn't have me tripping either. I don't worry about it. I acknowledge it. I know it's there. I know it's happening. Open prayer that is in loudspeaker. Yep. They do that in Montreal here. There's a call to prayer like 5 times a day. It's just echoing through the town. It's not a good scene. In a Christian nation that shouldn't be happening, but we've been infiltrated, obviously. Yeah, watch your language in here, Solomon. None of that language. Lord has zero tolerance. I didn't remove you. I just removed your comment. Going to put on an iron shirt and chase the devil from the earth. Sounds like a plan. Focus it upon taking action. He was just sending $2 to someone else that is taking the fight when you just sit around. So, Last Crusade, Christ versus Muhammad. Satan is not going to win. Yeah, I just stay focused on the mission. Focused on the mission. This earthly life doesn't matter. This earthly life doesn't matter. I mean, it matters because it's your test, right? It's your test. But this earthly life is short. It happens to a Christian nation when it forgets that it's Christian, a satanic paradise. It's exactly what's happened. And yes, Mohammed was both of those things. Totally. Totally was. What do I think the key attributes of a man are? Well, a real man knows when to boot somebody. Speak out, and to me, earthly life is all that matters. This here and now is heaven. Hello, sweetie. Yeah, you're going too. Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Hello, sweetie. Did you come up to watch Daddy kick the trolls out of here? Daddy's booting trolls left, right, and center. I have two. This is a female, and her brother is here too. Sammy Boy is the furry anointed one. This is Sabrina. Actually, little girl is what I call her. She's Daddy's girl. She going up there. That's her favorite perch. Make your boot better. Yeah, well, it's going to be pretty hard to be a troll and exist in my chat. I'm not tolerating them anymore. I've seen enough of them now that I can recognize them, and they're going. They're not here for anything but to cause trouble. What are the key attributes of a man? Boot. Boot. Yes, my cats are extremely beautiful. What are some good ways to do service for God in the world? Well, my assistants are having video chats with them, right? Just having video chats with them and guiding them any way they can. They're teaching them how to pray, teaching them how to repent. They're teaching them about the items in their house that are causing them trouble. They're just giving them someone to listen to them, right? There's feed somebody that's hungry. Do whatever. Help cats. Help cats. The Lord loves it when you help cats. He brings me cats all the time to take care of. Right? He'll bring stray cats to me, and I look after them. I mean, Jacob is basically mine now. He's got a house on the front porch. I can't let him in here because he'd fight with these guys, and I mean, he might even be able to spread some disease to them and stuff. So I don't let him in. It breaks my heart because he's been trying to get in the house. Every time I go out the door, he wants in. He's trying so hard to get in. Makes me feel so bad. But I gave him a nice house. He's got a good pad out there to live in. He's not bad. And I feed him super well. He's got treats all the time. He's got lots of kibble. He's got lots of wet food. And I go out and I give him love. I do everything I can for him. He's one of mine now. He's just my outdoor cat. I help bees and monarchs. I help any creatures I can. Yep, he's got heat. He's got heat. He loves it in there. That's where he's at right now, guaranteed. If I went out there and as soon as I opened the door, he'd come out of his house as soon as he hears me. He doesn't even leave now. He stays here all the time. Because he used to disappear. He had somewhere that he slept. I don't know where it was. But now he doesn't. Now he just stays here all the time. How to get saved? Yes. Well, we had a few. No, he's not a Russian blue. He's a gray cat. He's not a Russian blue. We had a few live streams. Yes, he was sleeping on the chair sometimes, but at nighttime he'd disappear, and I wouldn't see him till the morning. He'd go sleep somewhere else. We had live streams here to help people get saved, and a lot of people did. So that is another way to answer that question. Ways you can serve God. Teach them. It's something very simple. They have to believe that Jesus died on the cross and that he rose 3 days later, right? And died for their sins. That's it. Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate that, buddy. I believe all of that, but to be honest, I feel too far gone. Not sure what you mean by too far gone. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. I'm grateful for all of you, Tricia. You've been really generous. You've even donated to this ministry twice. So much gratitude to you. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on up with Daddy. Come on, you be in Daddy's live stream. Maybe he had a warmer hideout. Well, it couldn't be warmer because he's chosen this one. This one has heat, so it's definitely this one's the warmer one. It's literally got a heating pad in the bottom of it. And I bought him blankets. I mean, I look after my cats, okay? I look after my cats. I got a stock of food in the cupboard, a big stock of food. The kibble's over there, and the cat litter, boxes of cat litter stacked up. I'm stocked. If there's a shortage all of a sudden, I'm good for a while. I bought him nice fuzzy blankets for inside his house, one to line the whole bottom, and then another one that's all folded up from to sleep on, a nice cushy, soft blanket. He's looked after. He's looked after. I don't mess around when it comes to the cats. I take care of them. He's doing pretty good for a stray. You know, someone that's a stray cat, he's living in luxury. And he even gets love. He's so lovable. He's just like these guys. He wouldn't be with anybody else. No one else could get near him, but I definitely can. Well, it's greatly appreciated, Tricia. You've been very generous, very generous. And everybody who has donated to this, I mean, I'm going to show it to you again just because I love it so much. This is an example of what everyone's generosity has done. This is my favorite coat I've ever owned. Like, I just really love this. I bought it last night. Went for a walk. I took my wallet with me. I thought, you never know, I might buy something downtown. I get enough money to maybe get a pair of boots because I want to buy some boots. Couldn't find any boots. There's no boots in this town at all. But I went into this store called Roots, and there was an awesome salesperson in there. She was like, "You'd look good in that." And I looked at it. I'm like, "I think you're right." Tried it on, and oh, it's right soft inside. Just nice, and it's got an inside pocket, which is essential for me. Got to have that. So this is the generosity of my viewers. I mean, I'm able to do things like that I haven't ever been able to do before. So it's quite a good feeling to be able to buy a nice coat like that. And then my winter one. This is also because of the generosity. That one there wouldn't be warm enough for the winter. But this one, this got a lining inside and everything. It zips out. I can actually take that out to wash it. So this is my winter coat. And it's got a hood and everything, right? So I still need boots. I don't have any winter boots yet. We get 4 and 5 feet of snow here, right? So we got to be ready. We got to be ready. And And then I got snow pants for when there's 5 feet of snow and I got to go out and I got to shovel it. We really get snow. I'm not from Ontario, but I'm in Ontario. I'm from Nova Scotia. Yeah, I like those two coats very much. Not looking forward to wearing them because that'll mean, especially the winter one, that means it's minus 20 when I put that on. Is that Levi's? Oh, you mean the coat? I don't know. Let me see what brand it is. I don't know. Yes, it's Levi's. You're right. You're right. It is made by Levi's. And I got a bunch of Levi's jeans at the same time. Let's talk reliable means of transport. Snow, okay. Reliable means of transport. I don't have any. I walk. I'm considering a car in the near future, but I don't know. Here's what you do with when you decide to get a car or not. Figure out how much it's going to cost you to own that car. Okay? You got your insurance, your gas, your maintenance, plus the purchase of the car if you're going to buy one and make payments on it. Okay? Take all that into consideration and think about how often you're going to drive it, how far you're going to go, and all that stuff. Now, figure out if instead you took a cab everywhere you went, and how much is that going to cost you? So where I don't really go anywhere other than to the grocery store or some store, I don't really have any other. I mean, I got to go get a haircut once in a while. I can walk to those places quite easy, but for me to get a car, I mean, we're talking a lot of money. No, even if it's a cheap car, a lot of money. For me to take a cab everywhere I go is way cheaper than buying a car. And then I don't have to worry about mess. And I got a bike. I got a bicycle too that somebody gave me, right? But I can take a cab everywhere I go that I need to. Like I walk when I can. When I went out and got that coat last night, I was on a walk. I didn't take a cab. I went on an hour and a half, 2 hour walk. Well, you got to realize it's almost wintertime. An e-bike is not going to do you much good in the wintertime here. Believe me. So I'm better off to take a cab than to buy a car. I've got to take a lot of cabs before it's going to cost the same amount as a car. I could take a cab every day and I still wouldn't be out as much. The places I need to go are a $10 cab ride. That's it. I hardly ever spend more than $10 on the cab. The day I had to buy this equipment, it's a $20 cab ride to go there. So it was $40 out and back. That's the most expensive cab ride I've ever had. Right? It's always like $10, $12. That's it. So what cars do I like? I like Oldsmobiles and Cadillacs, big cars, big ones. Well, yeah, I mean, the cab drivers around here are actually hurting now. So when you take a cab, you are helping the economy. You're helping them. I mean, I don't need a car. I really don't. I've considered getting one, but it'd be nice in the summer to be able to leave town and, go to the country or go to a campground or whatever. But even then, if I really want to do that once in a while, I could probably just rent a car, right? They have sales on renting cars sometimes. You can get a car for $100 and go away for the weekend. Just noticed Levi. Yeah, Levi is evil. I know. I've seen that before. But it's also live, veil. Yep. Yep. And that's quite possibly where it comes from. That wouldn't surprise me. Rent a car from an app called Toro. I never heard of that. I wonder if that's in Canada. Because I have a license and everything. I drove all my life. I always had a car. Turo, rent better cars, $31 a day. Wow. And it says Canadian. So they get they get one here is $128 for 3 days. This is in Calgary, but it's another one, a Toyota Prius, $122 for 3 days. Toyota Corolla, $127 for 3 days. Thank you for that tip. I've never heard of this, but that is way cheaper than wow. And it's got a calculator there that you can pump in where you're going and how long you need it, and it tells you how much it'll cost. Very nice. Good morning, Miss Ty. Levi is biblical as well. What does the Bible say about Levi? Yes, I knew Levi Strauss is a dude. And those rates are good. Yeah, that's I could afford that. I mean, but again, if I paid $100 and some dollars, there's going to be fees on top of that. There's going to be something that, at least tax and insurance and everything. You're probably going to be up $200. Man, that's a lot of cabs. I could take 20 $10 cab rides for that. So, I mean, a $200 cab ride, how far would that get me? I can go a long ways for $200. I can go a long ways. Mhm. Insurance, definitely. No dates even for a year away. They don't want anybody driving. That's only because they don't want anyone getting their license. They don't want you driving. They want to end vehicles. They want to end vehicles. Yep, trying to ban gas cars, I know. Cars over 25 years old are cheap to insure and don't require inspection. That's not the case here in Canada. Definitely not the case here. I drive a 66 Volvo. Yeah, and you can fix those in your backyard. If you know anything about them, you can fix them yourself. Okay, just wait, sweetie. We're gonna get your brush. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come get your brush. Come on. Come get a brushing. Come on. Come on up. Daddy give you a brushing. Come on. Come on, silly. Come on up and get a brushing. She likes getting a brushing. If I can get her up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Daddy give you a brushing. Come on, silly. Come on, silly girl. Come on. Come on. 2 horses and one of them carriage homes. Yeah, get what the Amish drive around in. You need a horse and buggy like the Amish. There we go. Daddy give you a brushing. There we go. Yeah, you get on the other side. Daddy can't reach you there. Gotta come over here. There you go. You need a brushing. You need a brushing. Daddy, get all that old dry or dead fur out of you. There's always a bunch of it. You're pretty furry. You're pretty furry. She absolutely loves this. Good girl. Let Daddy brush you. Oh, she's gonna lay right down now. You love getting the brushing, don't you? She loves that. But you're laying on your side. Daddy can't brush that side because you're laying on it. Daddy can only get one side. How about the belly? How about the belly? Can Daddy rub the belly? Oh, you're going to give me full belly access. Daddy got full belly access. What a sweetie. What a sweetie. Very nice. There. You're all brushed. You're all brushed now. You're groomed for the day. Therapeutic to watch. It's therapeutic to do. If it wasn't for her, no, she's got 3/4 of it. I've got the little corner. So that's all I get. She does this all the time. She feels right smooth after I brush her. It's right silky. Daddy's girl. You're a daddy's girl, hey. Physical gold and silver, yes. A biween? Don't know what a biween is. She got her motor running. What are you doing? You need to scratch? You need to have a scratch? You have a scratch if you want. Yeah, you never know. It might be. It might be. I know people that bought those golden shoes of his. They're already selling those for big bucks. Scripture about throwing silver and gold onto the streets. I don't think I ever heard of that. But maybe somebody in the chat knows about it. Good morning, Kate. Yes, we just hit 25,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Ezekiel 7:19. Let's see. Ezekiel 7:19. They will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be treated as a thing unclean. Their silver and gold will not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. It will not satisfy their hunger or fill their stomachs, for it has caused them to stumble into sin. It's a very, very scary thing to worship money. I made videos about this. Yes, it's fine to be comfortable and have enough to take care of your family and everything. You know, like I say, this first time I've had the money to go out and buy new coats and nice shoes and things. I've never had the money to do that. So that old silver dollar is probably worth some money, Diane, if it's old. But it's right. What's it going to do when the financial system collapses? What's money going to do for you? Nothing. If you got some actual non-perishable food, on hand, that's going to be valuable. Actual food, because you're not going to be able to buy anything. I'm thinking about investing in some of that, food you can buy that's good for 25 years. No stocks. Nope. I've been poor all my life. I've always been poor. That's just the way it is. I never cared. I never really cared. I mean, I could be poor the rest of my life. I wouldn't care that much. I want to have enough to take care of my cats for sure. It costs as much to take care of my cats as it does me, because I treat them very well. I heard it is, but then you got it for, it's good for 25 years. So I'm ready to feed the community. I'm going to buy the YMCA too. Nice. Jason, it sounds like you got some resources, so that's awesome. Buying precious metals as a hedge against an apocalyptic economy. Consider buying silver casting grains. Much easier to buy a roll of toilet paper with than a gold bar. How do I fix wrath? Wrath is demonic influence and witchcraft. That's what makes it happen. So you probably need to be delivered. Something you can use to defend it. Yep. Yeah, and don't advertise that you got it, because you'll be a target for people stealing it. You'll get robbed. People are building villages like that. I know somebody that's doing it here in Ontario. They've got a big chunk of land, and for now, I think it's got mostly motor homes and trailers and stuff. But they're starting to build little cabins and stuff on it too. Has anybody heard of Slab City? Who knows about Slab City? Let's take a poll. Who's heard of that? Got to be somebody here that knows about Slab City in California. There you go. Yep, it's in California. Very interesting thing to check out. YouTube's got a ton of videos on it. The Lawless Town, that's the one. It's totally off-grid. It's in the desert. It's so hot in the summer, people perish out there. They die. Like, it's so hot. It's unbelievable. But they started their own little community. They literally have a library, a medical center. Like, they've created their own little thing. And they have their own laws, which are no laws. Their law is that there's no law. If somebody upsets the community, they burn their place down. They might be in it at the time too. They don't care. They'll burn it down. It's very interesting to. Thanks for helping me so much spiritually. Awesome. It's very, very interesting. If you want something to research that's really highly interesting, Slab City is it. Slab City is it. And I'll be right back, folks. Not defile yourselves with any swarming thing that crawls on the ground. Yeah. Wanting us to eat the bugs. I guess that's what you're talking about there. Yep. There's nothing wrong with being prepared. And that's what that one ant is about, right? It's seeing one ant. Let me see if I can find that scripture right quick. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? Sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. So basically telling you, if you are being lazy and not getting prepared, here's the fuel in case the power goes out. Yep, that's good. That's what you need. Let's have a look. You. Okay. There we go. Just going to get my coffee. Yeah, I don't like emojis. I will say I really don't like emojis. That's a good one, John. I like that. Yes, coffee. Coffee is good this time of day. Every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more, neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more. The first things are passed away. Revelations 21:4. So, in the last live stream, we talked about blessings in disguise. That's okay, Kate. No worries. I didn't really understand the extent to how bad they were until somebody gave me some information about how they have something to do with the keys of Solomon and stuff. It's sorcery, basically. If you ever heard of the straw man, yes, I know about that. But back to blessings in disguise. A lot of what looks bad at this point in time in the world are going to be blessings in disguise. A lot of negative things always are. So keep that in mind. as you see bad things unfold in front of you, it might be a blessing in disguise. For example, a divorce is going to hit you like a ton of bricks and feel real bad. But when you come out on the other end of it, it might be the best thing that ever happened to you. So always keep that in mind. What looks bad today might be the best thing that ever happened to you. Broken chains representing his release from prison. Have a look at you. I think you're a gamer. Yes, you are. Okay, Damiano 21. You're obviously a gamer. So I just want to ask you a question, Damiano 21. Are you aware of how the Lord feels about video games? Are you aware of the danger of being involved in video games and what they truly are? Just a question, not trying to pick on you or start an argument with you or anything. I'm just wondering, how aware are you of the truth of video games? So you say, yes, I do, but what? Yes, you do what? Does that mean you're aware of? I don't know what yes, I do. Give me a little more to go on. I'm not sure what you're saying with yes, I do. I didn't ask you if you do anything. I asked you if you are aware of something. So do you mean yes, you are aware that video games are evil? Or yeah, just expand on that if you could. You'll have to wait until the minute's up before you can say again. Yeah, no, video games have total control of you. That's correct. That's correct. And also, Damiano 21, if you could tell me how old you are. I'm aware. Okay. I didn't get you in time. I wonder if the 21 is because you're 21 years old or what that means. Stops you from killing, among other things. Yep, that's right. So, Damiano 21, are you a follower of Jesus Christ and do you want to have a close relationship with God? Is that you're talking about being in Satan's little season? So you're aware of some things. Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? And is it your desire to have a very close relationship with God? He did know better. Thing was lust and pride of life. There's another verse in New Testament that says, deceive the elect, right? Yep, there is. So we're waiting to hear from Damiano 21 about his desire to have a close relationship to God. Yes, I'm a follower of Jesus. Hard to give up video games, though. Wow, that's unfortunate. Yet you say you're aware of the problem with them. So that's an all-out addiction, right? That's an all-out addiction. So more questions for you, Damiano 21, if you don't mind. I'd like to keep this dialogue going. So, are you aware of the process that the Lord puts his anointed people through and his followers through, that he isolates them, he teaches them, he molds them into something, he gets them into their purpose, and then he blesses them. And when I say he blesses them, I mean financial blessings, spiritual blessings, just an improvement in life all the way around. Are you familiar with this process? Well, Jacoby Popo, it's never all you got because you got God. You've always got God no matter what. So it's never all you've got. It's the only worldly thing you've got, but it's a worldly thing. Yep, that's what video games work on, the dopamine reward system. I am more familiar from watching your videos. Okay. So here's the reason I ask is I'd love to be able to see you and see if you're an anointed person. You probably are. Okay, let's do this. Damiano 21, this is mostly for you, but everybody can participate in this, but this is mostly for you, okay? So we're going to decide if Damiano 21 and the rest of you as well, God wakes me when you were alive. Awesome. He does that for a lot of people. So we're going to decide if Damiano 21 and the rest of you as well are chosen people, okay? We're going to verify it. So, number 1, and keep score here, everybody. Give yourself 1 check mark for everyone that's true. And there's going to be 8 or 9 things I'm going to talk about. Number 1, you do not fit in anywhere and never have. You've always been the outcast. You didn't fit in with the other kids. You're always on the outskirts of everything. You just don't fit in, and you never have since the day you were born. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you have a heightened intuition that simply cannot be explained, and you know things that you have no way to know. You know things about other people. You know things about everything. You just have a heightened intuition that is spooky and bizarre, and you never understand it because it's not understandable. It's just a weird thing about you. That's number 2. Number 3, not only heightened intuition, but you're an empath, and you literally feel other people's pain. When someone is going through something, you kind of go through it with them. If you're in the room as they're suffering, you will suffer along with them. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4, there are always people who hate you for no reason. They don't have to know you. You don't have to do anything to them. They just hate you. And you never understand why. It's so bad that it can be strangers too. You can be on a bus and the only empty seat is beside you. People get on the bus, they won't sit beside you. They're terrified of you. They're absolutely terrified of you. Okay. Number 5, you have suffered some sort of addiction. And Damiano 21, I know for sure it's a yes because you're addicted to video games. So you might have been addicted to something else too, probably a vape or smoking or drinking or weed, whatever. Weed and video games usually go along together. So I'm going to guess you're probably addicted to video games and possibly weed as well. but you've had some sort of addiction at some point, and it was a real strong one. Number 6, you have extreme lust issues. You're so lustful, it's actually a hindrance to your life. It's something that's almost impossible to control. You're so lustful, you're just one big ball of lust, basically. 24/7, lust, lust, lust. Pretty much all you do. Number 7, your life has been saved over and over and over. If you're young, okay, maybe not that many times yet, but before you're done, it probably will be. Your life has been saved in supernatural ways. Supernatural ways. And there's another one actually that I'm going to mention that I don't usually mention. So I'm going to put a different one in here in the next one because this one I always forget. I think we're on 8. Number 8. You have such a strong desire for praying. You just have to pray sometimes. It's not just, oh, I better pray. It's I have to pray. I got to pray now. It's so strong, like you're so drawn to it. You absolutely must say a prayer sometimes. Okay. Heightened intuition. Yep. Okay. And the last one, you are the black sheep of your family. The black sheep and possibly the scapegoat as well. Possibly the scapegoat as well. Your family has blamed everything on you. Everybody loves to use you as a doormat, basically. And you're the black sheep. You're the one that don't fit in your family anywhere. It's not only that you don't fit in society. Your family has treated you as the black sheep as well. So, how did you make out, Damiano 21? Oh, let's make it even 10. One more. You've been isolated. You've been isolated from the world. You become invisible at some point. You're probably in isolation now, actually, because this is the time the Lord is doing it to everybody. He did it a little bit earlier with me, and I'm already out. So if you say yes to all those, you are definitely anointed. You are definitely one of the chosen. You're one of the chosen, Tojo. If you said yes to all those, you're chosen. So I'm waiting to hear from. There he is. No, yes, yes, not sure, yes, yes, yes. So what did you say no to? Oh, don't fit in. The first one was don't fit in. So you do fit in. Ooh, that's a strange one for a chosen one to say no to. So Ariel Reynolds, I'm not sure what you mean. Does that have to be so sorrowful? It's not a sad thing at all to be chosen. It's actually a good thing, but it means your life is going to suck. It means your life's going to suck for a while until you get to the good stuff. But the Lord's going to toughen you up, and He's going to let you have some pretty interesting experiences. So, Damiano 21, I still think you're probably a chosen person, especially when you were guided here to this channel, because the Lord He's guiding all of His chosen people to this channel. It's very obvious to me. He's sending all the chosen people here. It sucked for 30 years. I'm 48. So it's going to get better. I'm 55, and it just finally got better 2 months ago. Yes, Ariel, it's going to be that way. The reason it's that way, because God needs you to be tough. God needs you to be wise. God has a special job for you. And yes, he's bringing his remnants together. He needs you to be ready for your purpose, whatever he made you for. He made you for a specific thing, and he's getting close. In school, I did fit in, lots of friends. When school finished, been isolated, no friends now. Okay, it's weird that you fit in. It's weird that you fit in. I've never met a chosen person that told me they fit in. That's bizarre. But everything else, you said not sure about one too. What did you say not sure about? Oh, yeah, that's another one I could say. When you were born, your mother had complications and probably almost died. But see, the reason you're isolated is because you are good enough for him, Ariel. This is the thing. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective, okay? The reason you've been isolated is because, okay, I'm looking at your channel right now. From the Lord, just give me an urgent dream and word. My dear, you are certainly anointed. Okay, folks, let's do it this way. So I need everybody. Need everybody to go to this channel and show her some love. That is Ariel. Where is her name again? Ariel Reynolds. Ariel, you were directed here to this channel because your life is about to change. Okay? Your life is about to change. Your channel is beautiful. You are beautiful. And your channel is going to start to succeed. You are on the right track, my dear. Completely. Completely. You've been on here a long time too, but you haven't made anything recently. You need to get back in. You need to get back on the horse. Why aren't you making videos? Why did you stop? Why did you stop? But why did you stop making videos? You haven't made videos in years. What's up with that? You got a whole bunch of people here who are going to sub to your channel. You better get back in there and make videos. This is not an option. This is a demand of the Lord. He's telling you right now, you don't get to stop what you were doing there. You were starting to do his work and then you stopped. You have to get back on that horse. I need to know why you stopped. I need to understand why anybody would stop what you were doing. 74 subscribers, that's about to change. You're going to have a lot more soon. Why would you stop, my dear? Because I write for the Lord now. So you're not interested in the channel? You could reach so many people with that channel. I mean, it's obvious you have an excellent presence before the camera. Like, oh, I hope you get back to your channel. I really do. I really do. Not that whatever else you're doing, writing for the Lord, that's great. But that channel, oh, believe me, now that I have one that's experiencing some success, I understand the power that this channel has, and yours could too, very quickly. Very, very quickly. I honestly think, my dear, you need to keep going with that channel. I do not think you should stop. Yes, she definitely has our support. We got to get her back on that horse. She got off the horse, and she shouldn't have. That channel would be rocking. She would have had success. No, 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 no. I just looked at one of your videos. That's totally wrong. No, 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 no. I'm sure your writing is good. I don't want you to stop writing. You definitely keep doing that. But that channel is an avenue not only for you to make a living, but for you to really reach a lot of people. Okay? You get to reach thousands and thousands of people doing this. And you get to glorify the Lord's name and bring people into the light. Excuse me, there's so many positive things can come out of it. And yes, your writing, as Johnny B. Good is explaining, your writing and the channel will go together perfectly. The channel is an avenue for you to get your writing out there. Exactly. Now Lola's saying the same thing. Yeah, I think it's unanimous. Everybody agrees. If you use the two together, it's nothing but success in your future, my dear. You're saying all you do is cry. You start having success with that channel, you won't have time to cry. Rose, did you watch one of her videos? Just check out the presence that she has. She's made for the camera, totally made for it. She says she doesn't think she's a good speaker. It's like, wow. Well, I guess even Moses didn't think he was worthy, did he? Moses didn't think he was worthy of anything. And yet, look what he did. That was the case with a lot of them. Biblical figures. Jonah didn't want nothing to do with it either. He's like, no, I can't do that. That's too hard for me. The Lord said, no, I don't think so. I get a feeling the Lord's going to make her do that, whether she likes it or not. To be honest, the Lord gets his way. The Lord will get his way. Right on, Gideon. Right on. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. I'm hearing from the Lord at this moment, and he's been pretty silent the last couple days. He hasn't really said as much as I wanted him to, but he's definitely speaking right now. He made me go to that channel and look at it. And as soon as I saw it, it's another one I got to support. That channel's important. Ariel, you can't deny look how much support and encouragement. You don't know how to be that for him. Yes, you do. I disagree. Yes, you do. You said you're an author. You're an author for him. Thank you, Angie. That's what the Lord put me here to do. That's what it's about. It's about that. Everyone that we can help see their potential glorifies the Lord that much more. It's all about him. It's all about him. And she knows that. She said she's an author for the Lord. Here, this is the channel right here. Go and show her some love, everybody. And just watch one of her videos. She's saying she's not that good of a speaker or whatever. That's not true. It's not true. I saw enough to see that she's made for the camera. She's made for it. Very good at it. It's just a lack of confidence. But that doesn't mean there's not skill there. The skill is there, just not the confidence yet. She's a great speaker. I know. I watched them. I watched one. I thought the same thing. And she's only had a few videos, and one of them had 2,000 views. It's way better than I ever did when I was just starting out. None of my videos had 2,000 views. They had 30 views. I stayed in the gutter in YouTube for a long time. Like, you are going to have success if you do this. I'm telling you, you will. There's no question about it. Beautiful child of God with a channel just waiting to burst open. The Lord sent you here, okay? You can't ignore this. The Lord sent you to this channel. So all of my participants in the chat here could encourage you. And so I can give you this message. We use writing and videos to glorify his name. Yes, I don't believe it. I know it. I know it for sure. Okay? I know it for sure. This is what he just put me into. I'm doing the same thing. I went from 5,000 subscribers to 25,000 subscribers. As of this morning, I hit 25,000. Guess who's doing that? The Lord is doing that. The Lord made this channel explode because he likes what I'm doing. I'm glorifying his name. I'm helping people to also glorify his name, like I'm trying to help you right now. This is not a matter of I believe this. I know this. I know this for sure. You need to get making videos, girl. That's all there is to it. I know she's great. She's got a presence. You got to have presence to do this, right? And I didn't have it at first. It took a long while for me to get it, but you look like you have it naturally. So you're going to be a real quick study on that. Ariel, all you got to do is open your heart to God, and he'll guide you on what to do, what to talk about, what to say, how to do it. Like, if you say you're an author for God, that means you're probably opening yourself up, and he's making the pen move. Okay, your pen is moving, or your fingers are typing, whatever. You're probably doing it on the computer. But the Lord is guiding you as it is. So now, take what you're already doing, add that channel to it. It's a great platform. You can speak the truth of God, the glory of God, to the whole world. There are people in this chat from everywhere on this earth, from everywhere. If I wouldn't have done this YouTube thing, I wouldn't have reached these people. They wouldn't hear the message I got. Right? It wouldn't get anywhere. I'd have this great message and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I'm very thankful for YouTube. It gives me a way to speak to the world. And the Lord says, go ahead, I'm going to speak through you, get on that camera, and let me talk. So I just let him talk. You can't deny that the support you're seeing here right now, nobody's making it up and don't mean it. Everybody means it. I know the Lord sent you here so you could hear this. Because you let that go dormant. It's just sitting there. You're not doing anything with it. The Lord is like, that's a waste. That's a waste. You're not allowed to waste food, and you're not allowed to waste a beautiful channel like that. Yeah, I wouldn't set her up for a fall. If she's obviously not meant for it, then I wouldn't tell her she is. It's like students who want to learn guitar, and after 2 months, they can't even make one single chord. I tell them, this is probably not your thing. You should probably pick something else, maybe even a different instrument. If you know what, if you're broken, Ariel, that's right on schedule. Have you watched any of my videos about the process that the Lord puts us through? Do you know about what isolation is for? Excuse me, why he isolated you, what he's planning to do with you, how he's about to bless you? Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me when I hear things like that from you, from anybody. I'm not sure if how much knowledge you have about what the Lord is about to do, but you're in isolation because he's teaching you. Hear for me. I thought I was so you're not alone at all. You consider yourself part of this community from now on. You're one of us. And I will continue to send more and more people to your channel. And it will grow. You need to make a video very soon. You know how to do it, obviously, because you got some up there from a few years ago. You know what you're doing. You make a video and get it up there. And as soon as you post it, say a prayer to God. It's just, Lord, I want to glorify your name. Please take this video and send it out to the people who need to see it. And make it a message that you think there's somebody out there that might make it about the isolation. Make a video about isolation. Who knows it better than you do now because you're going through it? Guess what? There's all kinds of people out there who don't know why they're isolated. They think they're being punished. They have no idea. You understand that that's not the case. So you can take this weight off their shoulders. You can do something for them, and the Lord's going to look down and smile. 3 years. Okay, so you're getting off easy. He isolated me for 10 years. He isolated other people for 20 years. If you only get 3 years, you must be behaving pretty well. No one I know got that little. 3 years. Wow. It was literally 10 for me. Yeah, even 4 would be short. I got 10. I finally get out for good behavior. You're being taught. You're being molded. And when he's done, Ariel, look at me. Look, do you see what happened to me? You didn't know me before, so I guess it wouldn't mean something to you, but it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this. My life was pretty horrible. And I was doing the crying that you're describing. I cried every single day, wondering why I was being punished. Why was God punishing me? What did I do? I'd already been through enough pain, and now he was putting me through more. He sure did, because he was getting me ready for this. Well, Jones, some people do love it. Some people love it. That's what that was about. 3 more years. It terrified me. Thought it was about the end. No. It is kind of the end in one way. It's the end of the old you. Okay, the old you is dying. A new you is about to be born. The Lord is about to give a rebirth to you. And in order for you to be reborn, you need to, and I mean this symbolically, you need to die first. The old Ariel is going to die, and the new Ariel is going to be born, and the new Ariel is going to be suitable for whatever God's purpose is for you. And I got a feeling it's going to be being a YouTuber, being an author, like you say. You might even already know what your purpose is, but you need to add YouTube along with it. There's no question in my mind. He sent you here so I could tell you this. That's why you were sent here. And believe me, you were sent here. Oh yeah, she's got a beautiful name. She's got a beautiful face. She's got a beautiful voice, beautiful charisma on the camera, and a beautiful channel. It's beautiful all the way around. Now what she's got to do is get making videos. And you've got a beautiful bunch of people who are ready to support you right off the bat. Oh, nice. Pat, nice to see you, buddy. Nice to know you. Although I got to say, Rice Cakes was one of the names I really did like. But your real name is even better. Your real name's even better. Abundance is indeed a real thing. That's what I'm getting to experience now. Finally, after all these years of lack, now it's abundance. Okay, so you're only hated by the evil ones. Guess what's out there on top of that? It's not everybody in the world isn't an evil one. There's a whole bunch of followers of Christ out there, and they're going to embrace you. They don't hate you. What the world does is puts an invisibility cloak over those he's going to isolate. Literally an invisibility cloak. He makes you invisible. The world don't even see you right now. You're invisible. That's so he can teach you. That's so he's got you to himself. He's colleging you. He's teaching you. He's breaking you. He's wringing you out like a face cloth to kill the old Ariel so the new Ariel can be born. I promise you this is what's happening. You could even consider me an expert on this process now. I've been helping people through it for quite a while. Hundreds and hundreds of people I have helped get through it. And it's always the same. There's never any exceptions to any of this stuff. You are about to be reborn. And if you fight against it, it's going to take a little longer. The way to get it done, surrender to it. Surrender to it. Surrender to God. He's going to do it whether you like it or not. So fighting against it, well, you can, but it just adds time. That's all it does. So don't do that. Surrender to it. Get making videos. Ask him to guide you. Don't say you're from the communist S-hole known as whatever place you live in because he'll get mad at you. Can tell you this for sure. Don't do that. Have your channel glorify him in any way it possibly can. And that's what you're here to do. That's what the chosen ones are here to do. We're here to spread his word, spread his truth, share the gospel with people. Do you know how many souls your channel could save? The channel itself won't do the saving, the Lord will. But do you know how many people might come to Christ just because you made a certain video? You got to realize what the stakes are here. I'd like to have a channel, says Brooke. Well, then, Brooke, why don't you start one? It's free. You don't even have to pay for it. Just start making videos. Post a video. That's how it starts. There's no reason you can't do it. And the fact that you feel like it, so much. I don't want to fight. I want to please him. This gives me so much comfort. Awesome. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. And Brooke, you want to do the same thing. Get making a video. Just do it. Like what have you got to lose? Nothing. Nothing. Especially you've got this community here willing to help you. Right? You've got a community willing to help you. You're going to get a kickstart from this channel here. I'm far from the biggest channel on YouTube. It's 25,000 subscribers, still pretty small. But it's still 25,000 people. That's a few. This is how to start the week right here. Let's go. That's right. Right on, Rose. Ebony B says feeling the pull back to YouTube as well. Anybody in this chat who wants to start a channel, just go ahead and do it. It's free. You don't have to put any money down. You don't have to apply. You just go to YouTube Studio and do it. Actually, you just hit that little create button. It says create. It's in the top right if you're on a computer. I don't know where it is on a phone, but probably the same deal. Hit create, and that's how you post it. First, you got to make it. Then you hit that create button and you post it. Give it a title. Put something in the description about it. Upload a thumbnail. Done. Done. Then if you get social media, you can post it there. You can share the links around. People in this chat will definitely, Elodia, thank you, Elodia. People in the chat will definitely share your video and subscribe to you. And with Ariel, she's already got it going. I mean, she's got one there with 2,000 views. You're already off to a good start. Hazard, does anyone see a face in the spirit to know who you're going to get a confirmation from? See a face in the spirit to know. I'm not sure what you mean, seeing a face in the spirit. I don't know what you mean by that. No, Michael, don't even bring that one up. That is, we don't want to talk about anything that the Bible can't back up. So stay away from that. You're not removed, just the comment is. And yes, Kate, that is correct. This is exactly that. It's been putting that burden in my heart. You already know that this is the start of something real big, this channel. Remember me. This is, and I will remember you, Brother Cito. You've been around here for a while. This is the start of something real big. I know this for sure. I know this for sure. But I'm being tested right now. I'm being There's some things that are going on in my life that I haven't discussed, and I'm being tested really hard right now, and I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to pass. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to pass, but life is not all roses and sunshine at the moment. There's a lot of tests happening, and yeah. Mighty name, amen. I'll second that, Rose. Right on. You hang in there, Mr. Buzz. You're doing great. Thank you, Ella. The tests are rough sometimes. Yeah, thank you, Kate. I'm okay. Just there's some things happening that I didn't foresee, and I realize it's a test, though. It's totally a test. Thank you, Cully. He is allowing these things. That's correct. That's correct. He wants to see how I'm going to handle a couple of things, and I know how he wants me to handle them. Actually, doing that is the trick. I know what he wants from me. Just got to make sure I can do it. But these are the easy ones. When something like this, you guys do uplift me. If it wasn't for these live streams, these are energizing to me. These are what helped me. No, I'm not in any danger. No. No, there's good protection here. I'm enjoying good protection. Don't worry about that. No, it's not things I can talk about. It's just I'm being tested. Okay, I'm being tested. So it'll be all right. It'll be all right. The Lord wants to know if I really learned during my isolation or not. Right? Knowing what He wants from us is half the battle, and I do know what He wants. It's just not that easy to do it. Thank you, Angie. You're very kind. Yeah, he gives a lot of tests. He gives a lot of tests. You know, here I'm telling everybody to subscribe. I don't think I did yet. There, I just did now. So, Ariel, we're going to be expecting to see videos because a whole lot of people subscribed, not just so they can watch the ones that are there. They're several years old. We want to see some new content. So, you're going to have to get on the case there real soon and get posting some new videos. Definitely. And I'll give you this for advice: be consistent. One every day. One every day. No, I'm not really in isolation, no. But I haven't had my full breakthrough. I had a burr. I haven't had the rest of the ache through yet. I've just had the burr. And there's more coming, but I have to pass tests before I get it. So that's what happens is you'll get your burr and then you'll get your ache through later. The biggest chunk of it doesn't come until you pass all your tests. You get there she got like 20 some, almost 30 subscribers just from this. So that's awesome. Yeah, if anybody hasn't gone to Ariel's channel, here it is. Give it to you again. Go there and show her some love. Give her a sub. Watch her videos. Give her a like. Leave comments. Make that algorithm love her as much as we do. Well, he knows you. He doesn't know we'll pass. No, I don't think he knows that. Well, or maybe he does. I guess he knows the future, so the tests still have to happen no matter what. Oh, and I've failed my tests many times. I've completely failed some of them. I mean, he's given me a test to see if I'm quick to anger, and what do? Start yelling and saying the F word. It's like, you can't fail it any worse than that. Whoops, that's a fail. So I've done that several times. So tests are important to pass. If you want to get to your ache through, and you've only had your burr, it's pretty funny how quick I fail. Like, you don't deserve this. That unworthy feeling is the thing that'll prevent everything. The story of Moses. Moses didn't want to do what God wanted him to do. He felt unworthy. Jonah is another one that comes to mind in the Bible. Felt unworthy. Didn't want anything to do with it. Did the Lord allow that? Nope. He forced it with those two. They were going to do what he wanted no matter what. So don't think you're unworthy. If the Lord says you're worthy, guess what? You're worthy. You're totally worthy. For all of humidity. Oh, that's good. I love typos. Didn't get angry. I was polite and declined to give my number or to receive theirs. We are in this with you. Yep. I know I get all kinds of support from those who view this channel. Yes, I'm scared I'm going to get eaten by a whale. I mean, that's the problem. I don't want to fail because he'll have a whale eat me. Being a man, a lot of women on my mother's side. Jess Dog, that bitterness. Our last live stream before this one was about that bitterness. Got to get rid of that. Got to get rid of that. It will prevent all the good things the Lord has for you. It will live with a schizophrenic. Well, that schizophrenic has a demonic issue. That's what schizophrenia is. You live with somebody that has a demon controlling them. Good thing you inland. I don't know what that means, hope dealers. Ache throughs. Yeah. If you've only had the burr, there's an ache through coming. Yes, it basically is. It basically is the medical term for possessed. Correct. Correct. Closer we get to God, the more powerful our prayers and deliverance get. Yes, definitely. Had a new carpet fitted for Dad, and shortly after, he walks all over it with cat poop on his shoes. Oh. Yeah, that's something that would happen. That's something that would happen. Forgiveness and patience was my hardest tests. Yeah, I know you try to learn patience, but it takes too freaking long. That's the problem. I don't think schizophrenia is from demons, but it is. No, the schizophrenic is suffering from demonic possession. That's what gave them That's what gave them the schizophrenia. That's where it come from. You say, "I'll never look at the Grinch the same ever again." The Grinch is all of those things, all those cartoons. Everything is based on some real stuff that the occultists know all about. Yes, narcissism is too. All these conditions are. Along with everything that's a disorder, correct. A disorder or a syndrome. If it's a disorder or a syndrome, that means they know it's demonic possession and they're trying to pass it off as something you can take pills for. So they're treating demonic possession with sorcery is what they're doing. They don't heal anybody. Nobody is healed with pills. Dragon Ball Z, I think they were Nephilim giants. Oh, yeah. I would say pretty much every mental illness is. You don't have bipolar. You don't have bipolar. Bipolar doesn't exist, Ariel. It doesn't exist. That's them wanting to give you pills. They want to give you pills. That's it. Yep. You went on pills. That's what they want to do. Get off the pills. Get off the pills. Yeah, as if your teachers would know. You do have the Holy Spirit, Ariel. You do not have bipolar. That is a lie, and that is just to get you on pills. That's what it's all about. So I think the Lord is telling me, as so many of you have told me, that I need to get sleep. And the Lord has just told me that very thing right now. He's like, don't do your live stream as long today. Cut it off early, and you can go get 2 hours sleep before you feed the furry ones. So even though I've drank coffee with caffeine in it, I just suddenly get so tired that I could pass out and just drop right here. So I think I'm going to end the live stream and I'm going to go sleep. I need to, big time. Yeah, I'm sure I will, Kate. I think this is the third one. So I had 3 coffees and it's not even keeping me awake. So that's how tired I am. Thank you, Jess Dog. I appreciate all of you. Oh, I mean, I don't even feel like I drank caffeine. I feel like I could just lay my head down. I'm going to be asleep like that. I'm going to be gone. So we will still do the 2 o'clock live stream. And there's probably going to be some appointments. There is. I have one at 12. I have another one at 8 p.m., another one at 10:30. So if I have an appointment with you, don't worry. I will make that. I missed one last night by 20 minutes. And then the person went to bed. So even though I was only 20 minutes late, the person went to bed in that time. Damiano 21, make sure you return, please. We're not done talking. And I want you to consider the possibility of making video games leave your life. Because if you want the Lord to get close to you, nothing does it like applying the adjustment tool to your video game console. Okay? I want you to remember This is called a PS5 adjustment tool. And it will adjust your PS5 console. It will also adjust your relationship to God. Nothing will strengthen it more than applying the adjustment tool. So remember that. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm going to get some sleep. Hopefully I'll be more refreshed. Ariel, get making some videos. Looking forward to seeing those. PC, but I do understand. Okay, well, you don't want to smash your PC, but you want to remove all the video games from it, however, whatever form they're in. So consider that, and the Lord will smile upon you, I promise. Thanks, everybody. Love you all. I will see you soon. Remember that Jesus Christ. Okay, you're getting blocked before we do anything. Wow. What a nasty thing that was. Don't think there's anything else. That person certainly need to be evicted. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.